So, a very good afternoon, all the participants. The topic for my presentation today is government schemes for business startups. So, let us first of all see what are the major schemes under the Ministry of MSME. So, under the Ministry of MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, for the promotion of new entrepreneurs, the various schemes are credit and financial assistance. Then they give under skill development and training, infrastructure support, technology upgradation, procurement and marketing support, and entrepreneurship and development program. And many initiatives have been undertaken by the government of India in order to create a supportive ecosystem for this promotion of entrepreneurial ventures. All of you must have heard one or other name of these schemes, very popular schemes we have. One is known as Make in India, then we have Stand Up India, Digital India, then there is a national policy for skill development and entrepreneurship, and then we have a dedicated scheme under Startup India. So, what is Make in India? All of you must have heard this word. We are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are talking about Make in India. So, this was launched in the year 2014 with the aim to make India a global manufacturing hub by encouraging companies to invest in the sector. So, our government, you all of you know, they are also promoting that we should have maximum production in our country. Why China is so far ahead to us? Because they are manufacturing many products. See, if you are making the products in our own country, then first of all we are providing employment, then we are selling our own product, and the profit goes to our own country, stays in our own country. So this is not only to attract foreign investments, but also to boost domestic industries to contribute in the manufacturing sector. So you must be aware, if some of you are procuring items from GEM portal, then it is mandatory that through the GEM portal, we have to select an item which is Make in India, or which has at least this much percentage of Make in India products. Otherwise, we are not allowed to buy that product. And also some opportunities are also given, preferences are also given to the startups in our country. So under this scheme, the government is promoting the Make in India product. So also when you apply for some projects, if you want to apply for some research project, then when you apply for that, then definitely they will say, okay, if you want to apply for this project, what product you are going to make. Few years back, they used to just see what is the new innovation you are doing, how many publications you will be doing from this project. So easily you used to get projects. But now if you want to apply for any project, you will see there is a column. They will ask you whether you are going to buy any, you make any product, whether you will be doing some commercialization, whether you will be doing some technology transfer. So these things are required, and the main motto of this is to promote the products Make in India. So by through this Make in India, what they have done, they have made many things, they have provided many features, and they have made many things simpler. Now they have made the entire system online for various environment clearances, filling of income tax returns, provisions, extension of validity. Because we know, if you are starting a company or if you want to do something related to that, you have to fill a number of forms, but that things have been done online, and also they have been made simpler. So wherever there is online system, we all know there is more transparency and it is more easy to do that work. So for most of the sectors, the foreign direct investment limits have been increased. Further, they also help in the protection of intellectual property rights of inventors, creators, and innovators through the infrastructure upgradation and by the use of state of the art technology. There is another scheme under this for the entrepreneurship, that is Stand Up India. So this is again a very popular scheme, Stand Up India. Now we know that in the sustainable development goals in our own countries development, also we are talking that we should give more opportunities to the weaker section, that is the women, and as well as the people belonging to scheduled caste or scheduled tribe. So in order to encourage that, so that we have more women, we have more people from these uh, classes, there is this scheme known as Stand Up India scheme. Under this scheme, they provide you loan for greenfield projects. Greenfield projects means some new projects, some new ventures in the field of manufacturing, services, or trading. So if you want to launch a greenfield project, and if the owner of that or stakeholder having more than 51% of shareholding is a woman or a person belonging to SC or ST, then the bank loans, they provide loans in the range of 10 lakhs to 1 crore. The only condition is that she should be either a woman or belonging to this SC ST. So to ease the so it is very simple, easy to get a loan. So this comes under this scheme, which is known as the Stand Up India scheme. Then we all are aware of Digital India. Digital India initiative aims to make services available to every citizen through online platform. So all these things now are becoming digital. Whether you want to file for some grievance, whether you want to apply for something, many of the things have become digital. So this is a dedicated. There is a dedicated platform for Digital India. And it has various initiatives. If you see the website, you will see that they have provided there to these initiatives connecting rural areas through digital infrastructure. Connection of these rural areas which are very far away, they have been connected through digital infrastructure. Creation of business opportunity for startups, promotion of e-commerce companies into India's rural market. So it was difficult to penetrate to the rural market, but now through this Digital India, it is easier to connect to them. These are the, if you go into the detail and want to know more about this, these are the 9 pillars of Digital India: broadband, highways, universal access to phones, public internet access program, e-governance, reforming government through technology. Then we have e-Kranti, electronic delivery of systems, information for all, electronic manufacturing, IT for jobs, and early harvest programs. So see, we all will agree that if the things are digital, there is more transparency, it is more easier. If you remember the time when we used to pay the electricity bill, you have to stand in so many queues to pay a simple electricity bill. Even I remember when we used to order this LPG. Suppose you want to have an LPG, there was no online tracking system, but now it is so easy. Online, digitally, you can order your LPG, these gas cylinders. Even now they have given this. See, when you have something, more innovations come on. Now even you can order, and you can also save a date that I want my cylinder to be delivered on this particular date by by paying a little bit higher. So all these things have made life easier and more transparency when you have these digital things. So these are the advantages which we are now experiencing in our daily life also. Like all in our country, we have this Paytm services, we have this online transfer of money. Now it is no longer required that if we are moving out, we need to carry cash with us. So especially in our country, this all these online payments, it is an example for other developed countries also who are following us, and by the for the payment. Otherwise, few years back, we could not imagine that a vegetable vendor, that we are paying him online. So all these are the initiatives, and all these things, when the things are online, they become very easy. So similarly, even in Punjab, lately they were doing some transfers of faculty of these government schools teacher. So they had made a portal, everybody fill their online application, and then everything is transparent. So the transfers are done depending upon the requirement. So I think all of you, if we go back, let me see, I think the participants connected with us today, they will agree that by this digital or online system, the things have become more transparent, and there is more, I can say, when the things are transparent, then there are lesser objections by others. Similarly, for example, in our institutes also, if we have this ERP system of having our leave or filing for a leave, then also it will become more transparent. What do you say? Any input from anyone? Do you agree that when we have these digital things in any system, When we have online systems, then it becomes more transparent, it becomes more easy, and there are less margins of corruption. Now, there is another national policy for skill development and entrepreneurship. So it is commonly known as Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. The intent of this policy on skill development and entrepreneurship is to meet the challenge of quality skilling. So under this policy, the objective of this policy is to safeguard quality vocational training for both youth. So they are providing a training through this to integrate skill training with formal education to ensure outcome-based approach for skill development, to enhance the quality of infrastructure for both training and trainers, alignment of skilled workers with the requirements of. So number of training programs are done through this national policy for skill development and entrepreneurship. So moving further, any one of you is aware of this website we have. I will show you after this the Startup India. So Startup India, it is a dedicated website launched by the government of India in the year 2016. The Startup India initiated a number of programs to support entrepreneurship and to build a strong startup ecosystem. Some of the key features offered through this startup initiative include: it is very simple, easier exit policy for the startups which fail. It provides legal support system. It helps in fast tracking of request, help in fast tracking of patent applications, and dedicated website for dissemination of information, development of national level incubator network. So these are all which are present on Startup India. I will show you the website for this. If you are registering yourself on the Startup India portal, if you have a new company and you are starting a new company and you want to register yourself on the Startup India portal, then they provide you a number of exemptions for the income tax for eligible startups, exemptions on capital tax gains, then startup fest, easy exit policy. Then there is another fund of funds for induction of capital and a credit guarantee scheme. So it is a dedicated separate portal, startup portal, which is known as a single largest online platform for startups and entrepreneurs, which connect them to other startups and key stakeholders like investors, mentors, and incubators. So under this Startup India also, there is a fund of funds schemes in order to overcome the major problems of access to risk capital faced by new enterprises. So dear participants, these were some of the major initiatives of our this is the major initiative of our government for the entrepreneurship for startups. Now we will see the initiatives for business incubators or business startups. So what do we understand by business incubation? So NBIA, they have defined incubation as a mechanism to support entrepreneurs with the provision of resources and services that helps in creating new ventures. So business incubation plays a vital role to encourage entrepreneurship and innovation and has gained tremendous recognition in our country. Business incubators, these are the organizations, so we can say, which provide the environment and related support service to the startups. So what are the different types of business incubators? They are known as for profit incubators, not for profit incubators, university based incubators, sorry, incubators supported by government or public, and privately owned incubators and corporate incubators. Then we have technology based incubators. Then we have mixed incubator having mixed tenants of different types of business sectors. So business incubators may further be divided depending upon the type of structure, policies adopted, tenants, management, and funding facilities. So what are the different elements of business incubator? What does these business incubators provide us? They provide a number of facilities. For example, anyone have experienced this I will show you one of the business incubator also, then we can have a small discussion. So what is the basic facilities provided by them? They offer workspaces, public utilities, sharing of facilities like computer systems, photocopying machine, telephone, internet access, secretarial services, meeting and conference rooms and furniture, providing support services like preparing project reports, training, legal support, support in form of machinery and equipment for support, accounting services, intellectual property rights protection, technical support for marketing, marketing information, and they also help in networking and making linkages of tenants with various sources of finance, including venture capital firms, banks, angel investors, and other financial institutions. So, basic function or the significance of incubators is to help to boost the innovation, research and development and entrepreneurial ecosystem of the country. And incubator is important resource of community to help entrepreneurs having a good idea to start. Now suppose so the basic, just to sum it up, we can say if you have a startup, when you have your own startup, then the statistics says that 90% of the startups they fail in their initial stages due to lack of support system. So it is during the, that is why the name startup, it is during the start of their business, when they have just started their own business, when they have started their entrepreneurial venture, that they need a lot of support. So during the starting period, this support is provided by the business incubators. So the purpose of this business incubator is to provide the support. Further, the government is also providing the grant for establishing these business incubators. One is the business incubator, that you can take help of business incubator. Second is you can also take grant from the government for establishing a business incubator in your own institute. So these incubators, further accelerators, they can help in sustaining these startups, because it is during the initial stages only that a new enterprise, that the entrepreneur have to face a number of unknown challenges which sometimes lead to their failure. So that these startups, these entrepreneurs do not fail in the starting stages, initial stages. All the time the hand holding is done by these incubators. We know the meaning of incubator. Incubator means when a newborn baby, in the starting, if it needs some help, then it is kept in an incubator. So the word came from there only, and we call them as business incubators. Now due to limited experience, now these days it is not that one person, a student who is doing management, he will be only going for an entrepreneurship or a startup. Anybody else, we have seen a number of examples like this Flipkart owners. They were graduates, they were engineers. So many engineers have also become entrepreneurs. So in order to help them, because they have limited experience in that field, so that they can undergo and face these challenges, that is the requirement where the business incubator helps them. So, though the major goal of incubator is to produce successful entrepreneurs who are unable to create financially sustainable and independent ventures, however, they help to extend their services for creating awareness also. Other programs are also conducted. They also help in mobilizing resources and support services for new ventures, create networks of various support agencies, make alliance with policymakers and regulators, and help in making connection with potential capital and service providers. So, in this, let us, since we all are from academic institutes, let us talk about university business incubator. When we talk about university or academic business incubator, we have the main, these are actually not for profit, means they do not take any profit from them. In our country, the higher education institutes, in their own institutes, they have these incubators. So higher education institution based business incubators, they are regarded as special type of incubators which are located within the university or academic campus. Since these help the entrepreneurs, so a student, if there is an incubator in your own university or an academic institute, your own academic on own university as well as the nearby institutes, they can take help of these business incubators. So, what are the top 10 business incubator services which we get from an incubator? The main and foremost is the help with basic business basic. Then they help with the conference room, marketing assistance, shared administrative services, networking activities, accounting, financial management, help with access to commercial loan, links to higher educational institutions, telephone system, answering, and internet access. So, these are some of the services which we get. Now, if I want to establish a business incubator in my own institute, what are the various schemes where you can apply for setting up a business incubator in your institute? So, like I told you in the beginning, there is a dedicated board, National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board, which provide you this assistance. This was established in 1982 by the Government of India under the Department of Science and Technology. So, let me show you the website. There you can see that these are the various initiatives of this board, NSTEDB. So, National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations, which we call as NIDHI, Science and Technology Entrepreneur Spark STEP. Then we have Technology Business Incubator, TBI, and New Gen Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, that is New Gen IEDC. So, National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations. So they have revamped this website. So this is under Nidhi, NIDHI Nidhi, under Nidhi grant. So list of Nidhi centers, list of incubators, which are, so this list of Nidhi technology business. So they provide you grant for this Nidhi Center of Excellence guidelines. So these are all the programs for which they are providing you support. Nidhi, I will tell you what is this Nidhi. So the Nidhi Center of Excellence, if you want to apply for Nidhi Center of Excellence grant, Nidhi Entrepreneurship in Residence grant, then incubator. If you want to set up, these are the guidelines: National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovations, Inclusive Nidhi Incubator. So if you apply for this, you can get the grant. These are the guidelines. This is the evaluation process. This is how you have to implement it. And this is how you have to give the activities. So they have given the entire format. All the guidelines are provided here on this. Then support system, Nidhi Business Incubator, Nidhi TBI guidelines are also there, right? So all these schemes, accelerator guidelines, once you have established, then for accelerator also you can get. So you can go to this website. I have given the link for this. So various schemes and programs. Just go to DST Nidhi, all these schemes, and so innovation and entrepreneurship training program, like this training program which you are doing here. Similarly, you can apply for this women entrepreneurship development program, which is 4 week. Then technology based entrepreneurship development, 6 weeks. Then faculty entrepreneurship development program, which is of 2 weeks. And these are the call for proposals. You can see. But the problem is that you have to go and check when they give you a call for proposals. So here somewhere they must have given you. No call is there for this, but certain other calls are there if you want to apply for these. These are no national mission on, so no calls for this particular this thing, but others are there. So you can also go from link to this. So how to apply and what are the benefits if you have this, if you want to apply for any of these schemes, I will tell you briefly. So we have New Gen Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, New Gen IEDC. The purpose of this New Gen IEDC is to promote knowledge-based and technology-driven startups by harnessing young minds and their innovative potential in an academic environment. So this is again a separate website. Let me show you the purpose, or let me just finish this and I will show you the website also, how to apply for this. The basic main of this New Gen IEDC is that job seekers would be converted to job generators through the entrepreneurial route. Now, the objectives of this is to channelize the knowledge and energy of youth towards becoming active partners in the economic development, to inculcate a culture of innovation driven entrepreneurship. Like in most of the colleges, we have this culture of this tech fest and other fests. So we want, government wants that there should be a culture of having startups, entrepreneurship, and innovation driven culture should be there. So that is why this grant. So the function is to motivate, support, and mentor the students for identifying new ideas, innovative ideas, and making small project plans and making small projects or some products. So what they do under this scheme, uh, these functions you can see. So any institute which is over 5 years old and who have some dedicated and faculty members having some background in research and development and industry related activities, they are eligible to apply. The only thing which is required is that you should have a 5,000 square feet of minimum space, dedicated space for housing new gen IEDC. You should have all these if you are engineering or polytechnic or any other college, university or all. So these things are already available: workshop, laboratories, computational facilities, experience. You should have some experience in entrepreneurship, like this program you are attending. You will have some know-how, promotion and industry related activities. So they will ask you some background. So you have to, what you have to do, only you have to apply for projects. You have to apply for your students projects. The project should be such that it should have some potential to be commercialized, or it should be solving some societal or local industry problem. So to select the right project, local bodies like PWD, hospitals, local industry associations should be contacted. So in this they will provide you, if you apply for this, you will get two types of expenditures, financial assistance: non-reoccurring and reoccurring. What is non-reoccurring? Non-reoccurring means it is up to 25 lakh. This is the for fixed assets, like some PC you want to buy, you want to buy some laptop, multimedia, small 3D printer. So non-reoccurring grant is that. Reoccurring grant is that which is used for like travel, for some perishable items. So for this, if you see, they will give you about 20 10 for 10 projects, they will give you 25 lakhs. If you see, it includes 2.50 lakh per project. So each student's project, each group will get 2.5 lakh. For 10 projects, 25 lakhs will be given. And in this, reoccurring expenditure is 10 lakhs. So total grant of 35 lakh will be provided to you in the first year. If you successfully submit the report and utilization certificate, in the next year, you will be eligible for another 15 projects. That is, for 15 projects, you will be getting the grant 47.5 lakh. So you basically are able to set up an IEDC center at your institute, where each year students will successfully do some projects. See, already in your final year, if you are in an engineering college, you have to submit some, students have to submit some projects. So what you can do is you ask your students in second year only, can prepare some good project proposals. You find out and check the best 10 proposals, and you just have to send the 10 proposals, the expenditure which you will incur for these 10 project proposals. So if they find that yes, your proposal is good, they will provide you the grant. So this grant will be provided for 5 years. The third year you will be eligible for another 20 projects, 60 lakhs. Like this entire will be given for 5 years, because by the end of 5 years they consider that you will become self reliant and you will be able to sustain and have that environment of, the basic purpose is to create that environment of innovation and startups in your institute. So government, what you are doing, you have students, you have potential, so you are preparing the students for innovations, and government is providing you the grant for that. So in this, I will show you the website for this, how to apply and everything. Now in this, what is the advantage? This prototype development grant of 2,50,000, out of this 25,000 is a stipend to the mentor. If you are a teacher who is guiding this group of students, like 3 or 4 students, you will get 25,000, and 25,000 per student group as stipend. Also student group will also get 25,000. So 50,000 is this, and 2 lakh is for the cost of raw material, prototype development cost, external vendor, consultant cost, and all. So 2.5 lakh per project it is provided. After that, you will have to form an advisory board. You have to compose that, where you will have head of host institute, member secretary, project director, 2 senior faculty members, then representatives. So these all are provided in the guidelines. So the new gen IEDC should also maintain a separate stock register for the assets created. The utilization certificate and statement of audited expenditure has to be sent to the authorities after the completion of the project. So let me show you this. If I think lately they have changed the websites. Let us see if we are able to find this online also. Yes, they have changed this IEDC. I will have to see the new link for that. I will check and send you the new link. Lately, they have changed all these websites, but all the guidelines, everything is there. So this was another link for that. Let us see if this is working now. So everything, like we were talking about Digital India. So all these are now submitted online only. Yes, okay, we were able to open by using this link, New Gen IEDC. If you see, New Generation Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, it is implemented by NSTED as well as Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, Ahmedabad. So this is about the project. I have taken the details from here only. These are all the, this is the background of this: objectives, salient features, functions, project coordination, managing agency. So this is the table which I have taken from here. These are the grants which you will get. Participants, you are able to see the website. Please, somebody tell.
Yes.
Okay, so this entire
Yes, ma'am.
things
Yes.
that okay, I have taken from here. This is the advisory board composition. So online everything will be done. This is the action plan which you have to submit. Date of the activities undertaken by you, what activities related to innovation, entrepreneurship you have done to identify, develop, and commercialize students' innovative ideas. And this is the this 10 projects you have to apply. So you will have to give the details of the students who are the member of that team, two students, three, the status, Aadhaar number of each student, and some small project report. Okay, project proposal. This is the project the students want to do. So this you have to submit. So entire this is online. You have to provide all the details online. So you can visit this website, New Gen IEDC, and you can apply for this. So it is a small project which you can apply here. Now we will go to the second main for startups, that is Nidhi Technology Business Incubator. Nidhi Technology Business Incubator. So for applying for this Nidhi TBI, so madam has AIC, but this similar type is from this DST, which we call as Nidhi TBI. So for applying for this, actually at NITER, myself and Dr. Harsh, when we joined here, we also wanted to apply for AIC, Atal Incubation Grant, for having. The problem here is, you will see in the requirements, let me show you the requirements. The main requirement, I think I missed it somewhere. The main requirement is that you should have some space.
Yes, ma'am.
They ask you for providing around 15,000 square feet of space. I think that missed in this. Yes, 20,000. So if you want to apply, the only major requirement where we were failing at from this NITER was that we do not have this square feet of furnished space. And in Chandigarh, they do not allow you to build new buildings. You cannot have more floors without permissions. They do not allow. So a minimum of 20,000 square feet of furnished space we do not have. That was the problem. Otherwise, we were also applying. Our entire proposal was ready. I will show you also a small proposal if there is time, which we prepared. So what we thought, we in this we thought that we have a government polytechnic here, government polytechnic at Panchkula. So we requested them that if they give us the space, we will apply jointly for the AIC. But that we could not get that written in the paper, so we could not apply. But definitely, if your institute has a minimum of 20,000 square feet of furnished space area, and you have some background that you have conducted certain activities related to entrepreneurship, already some startups, patents, and all, so then you are eligible to apply for this. So what you have to do, the proposal has to be submitted by the academic R&D, any institution which we call as the host institute, and which should have some good record. This care is required, and this is the criteria which is there for applying for any grant, not only Nidhi, AIC, any grant. This is the general criteria. First of all, they will, when you will submit your grant, They will check the eligibility criteria for applying for Nidhi grant. Then they will identify the thrust areas. When you will see the document, they have provided some thrust areas, whether you want to go in, let us say, IoT, I want to go in manufacturing, I want to go in education. So you will have to identify your thrust area in which you want to apply. Then you prepare a proper project proposal. This is very important. In certain cases, even the bank people, they help you in preparing a good project proposal. Then application with required documents is to be forwarded by the head of the institution, and then you submit your proposal. So this is the part which you have to do. So read the guidelines properly. What are the things required? How to prepare a project report? I will show you one proposal which we prepared if there is time, and then you submit it for there. When it is submitted there, then they will check your they will sanction letter issuance. If they find that everything is fine, they send it actually to a evaluation to the experts. Like when you apply, when you submit your paper in your journal, then their paper goes through some evaluation criteria. They select some experts in the related field and they send your paper to them. Similarly, for any project, they have their panel, expert panel. They will send your proposal to the related experts into the related field. So technically, they will check whether your proposal is good or not. So from there, the screening will be done. After the initial screening, they will check the completeness of the proposal. Then the proposal will be then they will issue you a sanction letter. Then they will ask you to register. After this, they will ask you to make a separate section 8 company, not for profit entity. Your institute will get the project proposal, but it will work under a separate section 8 company. That means that TBI will be a separate entity being hosted from your institute, but a separate entity. That means you will have a separate team which will be running that TBI. Then submission of documents. When I visited this, we have IIT Ropar nearby. So they told me that in 2016-17, this is a relatively new IIT. So they applied for this Nidhi grant. Later on, they got it, but they said that before issuing us the grant, they said, okay, show us the space, whether you have 20,000 square feet for hosting this. Two IITs had been selected. The other IIT was not able to show the space, furnished space, so they did not get the grant. So this is very important that the space is there, other requirements are there, only then they provide you the grant. So they initially give you 5 crores, and later on they also give you seed support. Like ma'am was saying, some yearly seed support is given to support the startups. But when I will show you their Nidhi TBI. I will show through the website. So when I let me go to this Nidhi support. So these are certain before that, these are certain thrust areas in which you can apply: healthcare, manufacturing, art, agriculture and allied fields, clean tech, energy, water services, ICT, Internet of Things. And this is how you can submit. So they have called it as Technology Business Incubator Foundation. They have given it name. So this is their website. So they have got this grant. They might have written also that they have got this grant through Nidhi grant. See, it is mentioned okay, under Nidhi TBI scheme, the scheme which I have just explained to you. From there they got this grant. So they have mentioned Atmanirbhar. What are the help? So what happened after COVID? One of the student, he was not studying at IIT, but he wanted to convert his work and wanted to manufacture his product. He had made some sanitizing glove. So he said, "Okay, ma'am, I want to take my product to the industry. I want to manufacture it. How do I do it?" He knows, he had a good idea. He made a model out of that. So I asked him to check with this Nidhi TBI Foundation IIT. So they told us, okay, yes, they support the others also through seed money, but they will first of all ask the candidate to give a presentation. If they find that yes, the presentation is okay, then they will support him for 1 year, and some amount, 1 lakh or something, will be given to him. And if something tangible comes out, then they will further support him. Otherwise, he will not have any liability to return the money. So this is how they help and provide the seed support. So this is the team. This is the dedicated team. Their director is the chairman, Dr. Atharv. he is the faculty in charge. Then these are other members who are looking into this. So for this, you will have a extra person, not from your institute, who will act as chief executive officer. The salary and all will be also given through that. And these are the other account person and other. So this is the team of TBI of Rupert, and these are the support services which they are providing. What help you can get, since this is non-profit, since government has given to you, the rates are very subsidized. Even if you want to sit there, what is the advantage that you can sit there, you can hire this place. Okay, I want to sit here. They will provide you a cubicle, and you can take the help of the others. Other type of help which they give you, suppose you have a good proposal but you do not know how to take a loan, or you do not know how to contact the investors. So all this help is provided by the incubator. When I visited them, they told me that okay, we have kept one day, let us say Wednesday, in which the people from the bank will come and they will do an interaction with the startup people, and they will provide them with the help. Okay, you with the help of how to find investors, how to invest, or how to take a loan from the bank. They also help in preparing the project reports. They also help them to collaborate with others, how to take that help. So this is their, they have their Bangalore office also now. So this is the LED. These are the facilities which are there. 3D print, 24 into 7 printing services. Design lab is also there. So these are certain facilities, support system which they have. Then they also provide you mentorship support. Okay. So they also provide you with the mentorship support. So these are certain startups. In few years only, they have already have these startups. So incubated startups, these are various startups which they have through this grant. These are the various events which they are doing. They have to do certain events also. So this is how you can contact them. So this is what I wanted to show you, the actual TBI, which is supported by the government. So what actually government is doing, already your institutions, they have a lot of you can say talent. IITs already have their good students. So students are already there, space they have. So government is just putting in some initial money so that they have that culture of startups and innovation. You see, even if few of the startups are successful, they will be able to have their own company. They will able to manufacture something, and it will help the entire ecosystem. So that is the major function, to help the startups and to create that culture in our institutes. So, similar to this, on the same lines, we have another grant, that is Atal Innovation Mission. If you see the Atal Innovation Mission, the government of India has set up this Atal Innovation Mission. I will show you the website only. And under this, there are a number of initiatives. Some of these initiatives include Atal Tinkering Labs. Have you heard, any one of you, about these Atal Tinkering Labs, Atal Incubation
Yes,
Centers?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
These are in the schools, na? They have these tinkering labs in the
Like in
schools.
ma'am, here in Jaipur, we have Bhamasha Incubation Center. So there we have this Atal Tinkling Center also.
Atal Tinkering Labs are
Yes,
also there.
yes,
Center
ma'am.
is also there. Okay. So we have Atal Tinkering Labs, Atal Incubation Centers, Atal New India Challenges, Mentor India Campaign, then Atal Community Innovation Center. These are certain initiatives under the AIM. So what is the purpose of this? I will show you the website also. We will go to the website. So Atal Tinkering Labs is the purpose of Atal Tinkering Lab is to promote creative, innovative mindset in schools. It is a workspace where young minds can give shape to. So basically, they want, you have heard this concept of STEM in NEP also. We are talking about this. The basic fundamental behind this Atal Tinkering Lab is that why don't we start this culture of innovation, this culture of entrepreneurship from the school level, So to give them some skills related to that, government provide grants to the schools also under this scheme, that is Atal Tinkering Lab, so that they have these dedicated labs, 3D printers, computers, sensors, boards, microcontrollers, and students have a habit of learning these skills while they are in the school only. So this is also a part of NEP 2020. So under this, they provide a financial support, grant in aid of rupees 20 lakh to each school. That include a one-time establishment cost of 10 lakh and operational expenses of 10 lakh. So schools from 6 to 10 managed by government, local body or private trust or society, they can set up these Atal Tinkering Labs. So let me show you the official website of this AIM, and we can see the various schemes. Sorry. Let me close these. So many. Let me close these previous ones. So many of the links are open. So you can go to the same. So you should make a habit that you keep on such looking at on these websites. So this is about AIM overview. Then these are the various programs. You click here, Atal Tinkering Lab, Atal Incubation Center, Atal Community Innovation Center, Atal New India Challenge, Ecosystem Development Program, Mentor India. Let us go to Atal Tinkering Lab, then Atal Incubation Center. So ma'am is saying they already have this. So that means they must have applied for this. So they already have a setup Atal Incubation Center under AMC. It is not that only government, some private incubation centers are also there, but they charge you more because they are self-financed. So under this you can see the overview of this Atal Incubation Center. They have given you the list of various selected Atal Incubation Centers where they are located. All the list is there. And these are the guidelines how to set up an Atal Incubation Center. So you can see the guidelines from here. What things in this also, I think I've written in the presentation also, you require, I think, around 15,000 square feet of space. The other things are mostly same. You have to prepare a project proposal and you will have to submit that project proposal. So all these, how to provide the utilization certificate, all these guidelines are there. And as we discussed before, everything has to be submitted online. So there is a very friendly user dashboard and all the details are also given for that. You will have to first log in that, and whatever things they are, but you have to keep your project proposal ready so that when they give a call, okay, the proposal, we have opened the window, they provide you a time period of 1 month or 2 months only. So that means your proposal should be ready beforehand and then you apply. I don't know, this is not opening, but you can see from here you will get the user guide. Yes, user guide is opening. That was not opening for some reason. So how you have to log in, what things they will ask, how you have to apply, all this is given here. So you can see the other programs also. Then there is another Atal Community Innovation Center, one private institute. They recently got this. It is quite similar. Call for AIC is here. The application is currently closed. So I will show you what we have to do. This is the list of shortlisted ACIC. In this, it is a little bit different. I will show you in the presentation. So these many institutes have already got this ACIC. So a number of institutes have already got this grant ACIC. So let us go back to the presentation. So I have already shown you the DST website, and this is your AIM. Then other things also you can see, like this Mentor India is also there. If some of you think that you are a good mentor, So you can register yourself and you can become mentor to these labs and others. So mentor of change, you can volunteer. You can see here, you can volunteer for mentorship and help students practice future skills such as design, think, and others. So you can also become a mentor. So you can register yourself and become a mentor if you want to. Okay, so we were here. So I have shown you the website for this Atal Incubation Center and what are the requirements. Eligibility for this is any higher education institute, R&D institute, corporate sector, any other investment funds registered with SCBI. All of these are eligible for applying for this AIC. AIC will provide a grant in aid of up to 10 crore if you are for maximum period of 5 years to cover the capital and operational expenditure. The applicant would have to provide at least 10,000, in this it is 10,000 square feet of ready to use built up space for the use of AIC. So you should be like in TBI also we had to show some space. Here also we require 10,000 square feet of space. So in this, first of all, you will prepare an executive summary, details of your business plan. What is the core strength of in which you want to leverage this AIC? Then the why this location. If I am saying okay, I want to apply for AIC and AIC should be established in Chandigarh, so what is the benefit that you will be giving to the incubators? Like ma'am is from Jaipur, they already have this, so there you can say I want to establish an this incubation center in the field of let us say a lot of skill is been done in the field of textile business is there. So a related business incubator you can have. So if you can see the, for example, here previously this there was one problem at Ropar that there is the water is very hard. So they applied for one grant and they got a in crores they got this grant for solving that particular problem. So whenever you apply for this proposal or any proposal, you have to give solid reasons why your location has to be, because there will be a number of applications related to that. So describe the local regional innovation ecosystem which is prevailing. The proposed team, you have to give the details of the board members, what will be the governance structure, the plan for creating the pipeline of deals for incubators, how you will be helping the incubators, the list of activities and the entire action plan for the 5 years you will have to give. So in this as well as in the previous one TBI, mostly they give you the grant for 5 years because they consider that in 5 years time period you will be self reliant and you will be able to have you will be able to work forward from after the 5 years. So most of them they will give you the grant for 5 years. So you will have to provide the proposed incubation model, efforts to engage with mentors and other network partners. Like I told you in TBI Ropar, they have a collaboration with some investors. They have collaboration with the bank people who help them, who act as a mentors also. So you will have to show mentors and partners. They will ask you who will be your industry partners, who will be your bank partners. So that list you also have to provide. The list of mentors with a brief description. When we also applied, we tried to apply but we could not because of the space. Then we had also to give some collaborative partners in the form of some industries who are ready to help you. Brief description of selection criteria of incubators. Like I was asking ma'am that do you allow other incubators, how you allow, for example, in this TBI they have Ropar TBI, they have format which suppose I want to apply for an incubator. So they have an open call. Okay, the incubators can apply. Then they have a selection criteria. Maybe they take a presentation or check the validity of their work, and based upon that they will select the incubators. Okay, this person is allowed because of these strengths or weaknesses, this is not allowed. So plan of action to operationalize sustainability and revenue generation model. As we told you, they give you the they will give you the grant for maximum of 5 years. That means you should have some revenue generation model. After 5 years you should be self-sustainable and you should be able to earn yourself. What is the proposed plan for use of grant in aid? If you are getting 5 crores, where you will use, and you will have to give the details of that, and the detailed budget plan has also to be prepared. So how to apply? I have already shown you the website for that. There they mostly give a call. Okay, the call is open and they open the website. Okay, now the call is open. You can apply for the grant. So you will have to keep on checking the website whenever, but you keep that project proposal ready. Whenever they ask you to apply, you can apply. So then I was talking about another new Atal New India challenge. So this is to promote specific product innovations with social and economic impact. In this, they help create products from existing technologies relevant for national and social causes. They help in commercialization and product making of the products. The scope of the program extend to developing an institutional mechanism and structure to channelize. So this is for individual. I would like to tell you the another grant. uh, this is basically for the, if you have a product and existing patent, then they help you in commercializing or they help you in making that product. You can see the details of ANIC also. Then there is another grant, mentor of change. I have already told you, if you think that you are a good mentor, you can help some young incubators, you can help some young entrepreneurs, then you can apply for this and you can become mentor of this. So how you can contribute: if you have technical know-how, if you can help in innovation and design, inspirational. They also require model self-motivated leadership, inspirational leaders also, business and entrepreneurship, then sounding board guide. So all these types of mentors you can register yourself. So this is another grant I was telling you, Atal Community Innovation Center. So Atal ACIC, it is quite similar to Atal Innovation Center, but the basic purpose of this is to proposed focus areas is to underserved and unserved regions of tier 1 metro cities, tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Now what government sees is that all the developed cities or the smart cities, they get all the grants, but to uplift the other areas, the less developed areas, this grant is specifically for that. And those who are from polytechnic, this is specifically for ITIs and polytechnics. So a group of polytechnics and ITIs, they can collaboratively apply for this grant. So it is specially for them. So they offer unique and solutions which will encourage students and researchers, infrastructure for building structure. So offer an opportunity for everyone to. So this is similar to innovation incubation center. The only difference is that in this, UGC and AICT affiliated universities can apply, voluntary and other organizations having good experience. Please see the third line. This is in this ITIs and other technical diploma colleges. They are also eligible to apply for this. Basic purpose of this is to do something for the community. And the only thing in this is that in Atal Innovation under this ACIC, in this, it is the grant is again for 5 crores, but in this, the half of the grant, that is 2.5 crore, has to be provided by the host institute. It is not that you have to provide it from yourself, but you can collaborate with some industry or some other partner who is able to invest 50% of the total project cost. 50% will be given by ACIC and 50% has to be supported by you. So we have a nearby engineering college, Landra Engineering College, I think they have got this ACIC. So you can collaborate, you can find a partner initially, some industry partners or some other communities. Sometimes they are eager to collaborate. So if you find some collaborator who is ready to provide you 2.5 crore, 2.5 crore will be provided by the grant. So you will get a total of 5 crore grant. That means 50% will be given by the government. But this or this area, the institutions which are little bit are not in the developed areas, they are eligible for applying for this grant, ACIC grant. Apart from that, you can see other grants also. Then there is Atal Research and Innovation for small enterprises. If you have an Indian startup, in certain cases they provide you grant. You can also apply for certain conducting these programs under DST or AICT. They also provide you grants. So last, we have other government initiatives for entrepreneurship and skill development. If you see here, from time to time, government keeps on giving some initiatives for entrepreneurship. And recently there was this grant, you must have heard about this, Prime Minister Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, PMKVY. Anybody of you have applied for this? Anyone, any institute who has done this? Because at NITR we were doing this under this PMKVY, basically, and through AICT, they provide you grant for training the students who are not able to go to schools or who are dropouts. So basically these are small programs, 300 hours, 400 hours programs. So what you get is you will get the entire grant from the government for training these students. You have to provide the lab facilities, and these are very small programs like you want to some mobile repair, you want to teach them something related to drone. So 300 hours, 400 hours, so you they will get a certificate that they have successfully completed this program. So mostly every year AICT opens their portal and you can apply for this grant. They will provide you the entire expenditure for conducting the classes. They will pay the trainers who are training them, and then they have they will have at the end they will have an assessment, and if the students are able to clear that assessment, then they get a certificate, and that certificate is valid. So again, this is a very good flagship scheme, PMKVY. Some other small initiatives in rural development, in entrepreneurship, are being done by government. You must have heard about this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So at NITR Chandigarh, we are the nodal center for Unnat Bharat Abhiyan of this northern area also. So you can, every institute, they can register on this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and you get small grants for doing small projects. You can do something for the rural area and you get small projects for that. So you can register under that also. Apart from this also, you can keep on, I have already shown you the websites. So there are a number of government schemes for promoting entrepreneurship in education institutions. We need to make the best use of these schemes and benefit from them. So everything is online. A very good thing these days is that all these things are now available online. You don't have to go and meet someone, anybody. You just go and type that. You just go and type and see on the website, all the things are there. So this is the which I talked in the previous slides, all the schemes and policies, all the funding things, recognitions about. So everything is available on this Startup India website. These are the schemes, these are the policies, startup ecosystem. So you can visit this website, Startup India.